In this video, we are going to look into ALTMagic. It is a AI-powered SEO image optimization service. I haven't started testing out this tool right now, a couple of days, and so far I found it is really good at what it's supposed to do. Because what happens is, it is almost a set and forget functionality of tool which will help you with your image SEO, which I will go in depth in this video. Okay, coming into the site itself, this is what ALTMagic, they are running a deal. I will leave the link in the description if you wish to check it out. Basically what this does is helps you with your image alt text. In case if you are new to SEO or not sure how this is going to be helpful, there are a couple of ways it is going to be majorly helpful. One, it is going to be, I'm on SMrush blog. It is called there is something called image SEO. In image SEO, what we are doing is essentially like what we are doing for our content web pages. We are trying to rank in Google web search and AI web search engine and everything. Image SEO is where whatever the images we are creating or uploading within our blog post, we are trying to rank those images also, because Google images and even other search engines still is going to be bringing a lot of traffic through Google image searches. For example, when you search for something, you might find a lot of images. Even when you click on any of this image, if you like, let's say for example, you are trying to rank for this roses keyword and you are ranking on that. When someone clicks on one of these images, it's all going to link back to your web page, which in turn is going to be bringing you customer potential readers through your blog to your website, which is really good. That is what we are going to do with image SEO. When it comes to image SEO, there are three parts for it. One is for resizing and compressing, that is our reducing the size of this image. But what this tool is going to do is help you with this alt tag optimization. That is the important aspect of this. And also there is file names for images. So 3-step. What this tool is currently doing is alt tag optimization, alt text optimization. In future, they are saying they are going to be supporting file names also, and compressing is not supported by this tool. So this is what this is going to do. This image SEO, this tool is ideally going to be automating that procedure, that process for your website, which is really good. So that is what we use something like alt tags. Another reason we will use alt tag is for people to help who are differently abled or unable to see what is the image in web pages, where there are with accessibility features. There are several read-through speech read-through tools within the Windows and Mac and Android. When the users are using those kind of tool, when there is an image where some people who are unable to see that image, they can use this alt tag to understand what that image is about. So there are two reasons. One is for image SEO. One is to help differently able people to much more make your website much more accessible to them. So let us quickly see what is included. Bulk alt tag generation, scanning the site. Shopify and WordPress is supported. So we are going to look into all these things. Let me directly jump into the back end of it, because that is the important of it. Very simple and straightforward. And to be honest, you are not going to be coming back into the app itself, because most of the people who are planning to purchase this tool is either going to be using within Shopify for their e-commerce store, or they are going to be using within WordPress website like me. So what we are going to do is, first we are seeing what's included. The what's new is always a good feature to see what they are new adding stuff, and these are really good. They are adding support for SEO plugins and everything, and cool three main thing they are looking into bringing these features, like as I mentioned, file name optimization, custom instruction layer, I'm not still sure about it, existing alt tag optimization. Okay, if I go over this left side of it, there are a couple of options for me. One is image library, where whatever the image which I upload here, it will automatically add a alt text based on for that image and show it to me. This is good for testing purposes, but I don't think most people is going to be using these kind of tool for this kind of purpose, like uploading image and getting alt text. That is not really the purpose of this tool. Then they have something called scan website. I have already tried with my main website. Like when I click enter my website and give it a scan, it is automatically giving me a list of URL pages and missing alt text. I can either generate a alt text from here. It is going to be generating alt tag. You can see it is automatically showing me alt text is generated. Then I can copy the alt tag, open this page, and automatically replace that, update that page backend and add this alt tag. Maybe it is useful. This is useful for sending client report on what are the things you are going to do. But apart from me, I don't find this useful because all this manual, it is not going to work for me. One, you might be considering bulk alt tag generation, where you can upload a bulk CSV file and also you can start doing it. That is also not useful for me. The way I see this particular tool useful for me is either you are going to be using on Shopify or WordPress. I am not going to be using on Shopify. I'm a WordPress user. My website, the blogs I create, all are in WordPress. So what we are going to do is we are going to automate this process rather than not doing it one by one or copy pasting alt text. We are going to be automating this stuff. So how to do that? In order to do that, first you go into your WordPress and search for something called ALTMagic within plugins. So if you search for this, it will show up this particular plugin. I have already installed it. So once you installed it, it will appear here. First thing you need to do is you need to connect your ALTMagic settings. For that, you need to connect your API key. In order to get the API key, you come here and automatically it will give you an API key. Just click on copy and paste it here and click on verify. Then it will connect this particular WordPress plugin to your API details. Then you come into AI settings. This is the important, all the options are here. For example, the first one gives you automatically generate alt text whenever a new image is added, which is good. So I'm going to keep on that tick. So from future, any images I upload, it is going to automatically generate alt text for me. Alt text language. This is very, very important. As they mentioned, they support over 120+ language. So even though if your website is on a different language, you just select whichever the target language you want, and the alt tag it generates, it automatically will be translated into that language, which is good. Then we have several other options. One, you can use the same alt tags for image title, image caption, image description. This is a personal preference. You either can turn off all these things and only the alt tags will be appearing on only on one field, or if you want to use that with image title, image caption, image description, you can select as well. As a preference, I like to keep all this on. And this is a hard code like prefix and suffix. So if you want to add a specific word like a brand name, author name, or any copyright information, whatever the thing you want to add before the generated alt text, select here. Whatever the things you want to add after the alt text, set it here. Then you have use SEO keyword features, this is an advanced keyword feature where they are supporting Yoast SEO, all-in-one SEO, Squirrely SEO, SEO Plus, and Rank Math. All of these are big SEO plugins. What this feature is supposed to do is when you tick on it, there is on all of this SEO plugin, when you are creating a blog post, it will ask you, okay, what is the focus keyword for this blog post? So when you enter the keyword in that particular area, it is automatically will give you all the suggestions from those SEO plugins to improve SEO for that particular keyword. So when you tick this option here, so when it's generating alt tags for images, it is also going to be referencing to that target keyword. So you might possibly find that target keyword embedded within the alt tags text, or use there as a variations and everything. AI will work with that. So you might find when you select this, it is going to be generating much more relevant alt text related to your target keyword. So this is a good feature if you're using that. Most of the time I don't use it, to be honest. because I know what are the keywords required, so I don't re-optimizing using SEO press and everything. In that case, something like this will work into play. For example, post title. Here, when I tick here, what it does it. Similar with the keyword, if it didn't find anything here, it is automatically going to go into this feature. It is going to be using my post title. For let's say example, in this case, if I'm creating a post called ALTMagic App Review as the title of the post, when it's generating the image alt text, it is going to be using that particular post title also as a reference. So when it's generating alt text, it is having a related similar or alternative way for my keyword, which will be closely tied connected with my main primary keyword. So both of this option is good to relevant targeted alt text option. Then we have update alt text. So if you want, like, do you want to work with only the images where the alt tag is empty, or do it for all the posts even if there is already image alt text which you want to replace it? I'm not going to replace it. I'm only going to be working with only the things which are empty. Again, last option, in case if your website is set to private mode, protected mode, that it's not accessible up to the public, you just click on here. For me, the website is obviously public, so I'm not going to tick on that. There are two ways we can use it. One, now since I have set up the settings, it is obviously going to be whenever there is a new image uploaded. Let me show you. It is going to be start working. First, it should upload the image to the site. Then it should fill up the alternative text. You can see it automatically grabbed the text from all the details available here, and it automatically filled out all the details through here. So this is good. Now let me show you how I can generate alt text automatically through a different way. I showed you whenever, so now onwards when I select on new files, upload it, it is automatically going to generate alt text. So in case, for our example, if I want to generate alt text for any existing image, I just open up any of this image, then click on generate alt text. When I click on here, it is going to be using this image and generating the alt text. So you can see a person managing, there's a person, and it sings as a managing web hosting server and cloud services for top web hosting pro, which is really good. So it is automatically able to generate it. Let me try it for one more, then I'll go something like this. This is a screenshot of a process which is showing a confirm button. Let's see what kind of alt text is going to be generating for this particular thing. So confirmation dialog for Ertzner, it is able to identify, because this particular post is about Ertzner VPS setup. So it is able to identify that from the title. Then it's saying netboot setting confirm button highlighted, which is really good, which will be very useful for anyone. So again, let me try with one more one, maybe something like this. Let me see how this is going to be look. So just I'm giving you some examples, like obviously it is going to be different for everything. This is also very natural. You can see smiling Jacko Latin wearing a witch hat, best WordPress Alavendil, which is really good. So this is how easy to do one by one. Let me show you one more example with something like this. Here I'm using Pably and I'm showing something. Let me see how well this is generating for this particular one, if it's possible. Recon. Also, okay, in Recon, I'm using Pablo to verify it. So it took the post title from Recon and showing basically including MX red test status. So it's not always 100% accurate, but from whatever the things it can find, it is able to do that. Let me try it again one more time. Spreadsheet showing email verification result, including status domain. These are really good. This is really good. So we can do one by one, but obviously it is not going to be possible when you have thousands or hundreds of images like me. So in that case, what you can do is go into bulk generation mode, and it will show you how many images are there, how many images are missing alt text. I'm not doing a good job here. You just, and also remaining credit. Obviously make sure whatever the credits you have is more than the required rate here. Then just click on generate alt text. What now it will do is, it will go out, and for every single image here it is going to be trying to generate that alt text. So it is going to be automatically doing all the things which for already existing images it is going to be doing this. So that is what ALTMagic in simple scale. It is a very good tool so far. I couldn't find any bugs so far. Whatever the things it is doing it really good so far, and it is a very good image SEO. This will be really useful for general SEO also too, because in general SEO we need to be optimizing our images as well, and it will be useful for image SEO, and especially also making your website more accessible for everyone. So do let me know what are your doubts, and if you wish to check out this, there is a deal going around, link in the description, you can check it out. And if you have any more questions or doubt, ask me in the comments. I'll let you know, I'll help you further. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video.